when we die, a number is placed on the headstone according to the year in which one is born, then a dash, and then another number corresponding to the year in which one dies. While it is true that we have nothing to do with either number, we have no choice as to when we are born, nor when we die. We have no control over either of those two numbers. However, that little dash is a very different story. In that little line that lies in between those two numbers, we certainly have a lot to do with. That line represents everything that happens between the moment we are born and the moment we die. In that little line are all the decisions we make, our achievements, our falls, our adventures, and more. And speaking of making decisions, it is something we do very often. It is a very important part of living. We make decisions for everything throughout the day. From the moment we wake up, what clothes to wear, what to eat for breakfast, which way to go, even in what positions we lay down in bed. Even choosing not to make a decision is making one. You decide to go or not to go, to see or not to see, to go left or right, up or down, to move or stay. You decide to take the first step or not. You have goals to achieve, destinations you must reach. That implies making decisions along the way. And of course, there are surprises that arise. Unexpected situations. Welcome to life. The goals you set for yourself certainly speak of who you are, but more so, the process of reaching each goal, climbing and reaching the top. There are goals that at first seem unattainable. They seem so far away that even before starting, many get discouraged without even having taken the first step. It is true that there are situations so intimidating and unknown that we start doubting. There is so much uncertainty and fear that we finally choose not to face them. It is time to make the decision. Leave the comfort zone and take the first step. That step, which is oftentimes the most difficult. Visualize the goal. Stop looking at the obstacles. Stop making endless excuses and see the beauty of the process itself. Everything that stands between me and my goals are opportunities for learning and growth. The impressive richness that you find along the way, which has been put there for the sole purpose of your enjoyment, without losing sight of your final goal. The journey is essential because that's where the learning happens, where you become strong, where ingenuity develops. Remember, with each step, you are one step closer. And from time to time, remember to take a short pause to see the path traveled and reflect on what you have learned. To see that what once seemed distant and even impossible is now part of the past and move on. Despite distractions and everything else, just keep going. Right to the entrance. Up we go. Some past experiences will help you solve new problems.
This reminds me a little bit of the Teposteco in Tepoztlan.
Do not let the fatigue of the road prevent you from seeing the beauty of your
I don't know
surroundings.
if you can hear it on the heavy breathing, but this is a major task right here. It's amazing. The view from here. All right. So I'll give you a little preview of what's to come. This is something my nephews and niece will love one day. Soon, I hope.
Remember to share those moments with everyone who's
Yeah.
interested and really needs it.
Breathtaking view.
You will find hidden treasures along the way.
It's not easy by any stretch, but here we are. We are going to make it. Opalo.
Apply the golden rule. Do with others as you want
This
others
beauty.
to do with you.
Just amazing. Alright, so some points of this place are very narrow, extremely narrow. So you have to watch out for the oncoming people. And the rule is, as we were explained, that you have to the oncoming people, like they're going down, they have the right of way. So if you're climbing up, you have to sort of step to the side and let them through. That's the rule. So let's just respect the rules. Here's a little update of the view.
Be on the lookout for new challenges.
You can hear the dogs barking miles and miles away. Look at that. What a beauty. We still got a ways to go.
Stress is not your enemy. It is your friend because it pushes you to be
We're
alert
getting there.
and activate all your senses for what is coming.
The views are beautiful. The weather actually is very nice because it's very cloudy. So we have nothing to worry about as far as the sun being too aggressive. We'll make it. We'll make it. Okay, so I just read a sign a minute ago. It said that it was the end of the safe way, which is mind-boggling, because if that was safe, what can we expect next? Okay, I think this is what they meant by this is not as safe.
Embrace the challenges and learn as much as possible.
Oh no, it is not a dinosaur. It's not what you're thinking. Pepe, I know you're gonna love this one day. Update. This is what it looks like. It's just amazing how far you can see from here. And it's not even like a very clear day. But it is there. It is what it is. It's just breathtaking.
Learn from those who have already gone through what you will soon have to live.
Okay, look at that. That's one way to do it. It's definitely one way to do it. Sliding down. A little unorthodox, but it works. Now, this is what I've seen so far up until now from a little distance to this point where they tell you that it's not very safe anymore. I would say don't risk it if you don't feel very safe, because it is very slippery and there's no, as you can see, there's no way that you can hold on to something if you happen to slip. So I wouldn't risk it. If you don't feel safe, don't just, you know, just take it easy, or be as careful as possible.
Pay close attention to high-risk situations. Do things wisely.
I think I heard that it is possible to actually climb up higher, but you have to have the professional equipment and the rest. So for now, I'm happy. I'm satisfied about this, and I think it's a pretty good accomplishment. This is the so-called Everest Queretaro, and it's been conquered. So from the top of the world, I say see you soon. Hope you enjoyed as much as I did. It was a true adventure, and I'll see you soon, guys. Thanks for the support. See you soon.
Once your goal is reached, breathe and enjoy the moment, because the next goal is at the door. Reward yourself with some delicious esquites the first chance you get. Here in Peña de Bernal, they have an unparalleled variety, definitely for all tastes. One of the characteristics of this magical town. One thing that is totally true about achieving goals is that the feeling of satisfaction in having achieved one drives you to achieve higher and makes you hungry for more. You will realize very soon that reaching your goals will bring you a lot of satisfaction. But progress is even more so, because it is progress and the continuous moving that brings greater happiness. A goal is but a dot in a map. Your desire to travel around the world will grow with every goal you achieve. You realize that living from the past satisfactions is not your thing. Your fervent desire to continue, know and discover new things leads you to visualize more and more each time, to dream bigger, to desire further, and to act beyond what you imagined. There's still a long way to go. You will find some unexpected but pleasant things. You will discover that human ingenuity is a gift from above, and that you have as much potential as your imagination allows. The only limit is what you can set it to be for yourself. The Medieval Hotel is a place that is located a few streets from the town center, and I am pretty sure you're gonna like it. Located just 2 hours from Mexico City is the municipality of Ezequiel Montes, where the town of San Sebastián de Bernal, or simply Bernal, is, whose foundation dates from the mid-17th century and today is considered a magic town. Bernal was originally a Chichimeca settlement until a group of Spanish families expelled them to settle there. Undoubtedly, its most important attraction is the Rock of Bernal, which, due to its size, can be seen from many kilometers away. It is the third largest monolith in the world, after Rock of Gibraltar at the entrance of the Mediterranean Sea and Pan de Azúcar in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. A monolith is a large single block of stone. This one stands at an elevation of 1,148 feet above the town level. Learn about the history, legends, and emblematic places aboard the traditional tram. The tour lasts approximately 1 hour and costs about $2.50. In the main square, you will find the temple built between 1700 and 1725, dedicated to San Sebastián Mártir, one of the most important buildings in Bernal, framed by a small kiosk and a beautiful garden. A viceroyal building from the 16th century and one of the most important in its political history. It currently houses offices of the municipal delegation. Its gastronomy, one of its greatest attractions, with its famous crushed corn gorditas, stuffed with various things such as tinga, chicharrón, mushrooms, and chicken, as well as its nopal in stock, cheese bread, and its typical sweets made out of milk, quince, and guava sweets. The Dancing Fountain is a show that combines colored lights, music, and animation. It takes place every weekend at the base of La Peña. A true delight for your senses. Bernal is distinguished by the elaboration of textiles, many of them worked on a loom. Enjoy the streets, alleys, chapels, and mansions of Bernal in a tour with the narration of legends, where in addition to listening to the stories about El Charro Negro or El Acaudalado, you will be able to learn the history that has marked this beautiful town. Bernal has 3 museums: the Mask Museum with more than 300 objects made by local and international artists, the Rosalío Solano National Cinema Museum, and finally, the Capilla de Ánimas Site Museum, located in the chapel of the same name.